Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you how to solve absolute value equations. So, when solving equations that involve absolute value, you need to 1. Isolate the absolute value, 2. Release the expression from absolute value bars, and 3. Write and solve two equations. Here's an easy one to get you started. The absolute value of 4t minus 8 is equal to 20. So first, we're going to release the expression from the absolute value bars and write and solve two equations. So 4t minus 8 equals 20. And since absolute value, what's inside the bars can be either a positive or a negative, the other equation is going to be 4t minus 8 equals negative 20. And since absolute value is always positive, either of these equations will work. So our first step in solving this equation is going to be adding 8 to both sides. So we do that on this equation. Negative 8 plus 8 cancels out, and you get 4t equals 28. So divide it by 4, and t equals 7. So there's one equation. And then our next equation is plus 8 on both sides. And the 8's cancel each other out, so you get 4t equals. And so when you add a number to a negative, it's just like saying 20 minus 8. So 20 minus 8 is 12. So the answer would be 4t equals negative 12. And when you divide it by 4, t equals negative 3. So let's check our equation. If you replace 4t with 7, that would be 7 times 4 equals 28. 28 minus 8 is 20. And then over here, negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. Negative 12 minus 8 is negative 20. There you have it. Here's one that might be a little confusing for you. So as I said before, absolute value is always positive. So what you do in this equation is you isolate the absolute value, which has already been done, and then you release the expression from absolute value bars. So you do x minus 2 equals negative 7, and then you add 2, and you add 2, and you see that those two cancel each other out, so x equals negative 5. Then you do the other equation, which will be x minus 2 equals 7. And you add 2 to both sides. You add 2 over here, and you get, those cancel each other out, you get x equals 9. So when you check your answer, negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. But the absolute value of negative 7 is 7. So that would be false for the equation. And 9 minus 2 is 7. And the absolute value of 7 is 7. So therefore 7 does not equal negative 7. And your answer is going to be no solution, because under no circumstances is absolute value ever negative. So I'm going to give you another tricky one this time. So the equation is the opposite of the absolute value of x minus 2 equals 4. And we can already see that that's going to be false, because as I have said before, absolute value is always positive. So if you had the opposite of absolute value, you know that that would be negative. But you need to prove your point. So you can do x minus 2 equals 4. and then x minus 2 equals negative 4. And you're going to do x plus 2 plus 2. So x equals 6. And then plus 2, and x equals negative 2. So, when you put that in, even though the equations are true, the opposite of the absolute value of 4, which is 4, negative 4, the equation can't be true because negative 4 does not equal 4. And the same for the other side. The opposite of the absolute value of negative 4 does not equal 4. So you know that your answer is going to be no solution because the opposite of absolute value can never be a positive. Thanks for watching.